Girl Just Free coming at you with another video. So, the thumbnail is obviously not my opinion, but I posted it on behalf of Soncerae Smith because she seems to think that apparently not enough people are holding black men in particular accountable for being absent parents. So I guess she wants um someone else besides herself, which there are other platforms that do discuss absent fathers, but she wants someone else to berate priests as much as she does for whatever reason. I don't know, you know, what kind of money that's putting in her pocket, how does that make her feel better by knowing that somebody actually is caught making videos calling priests out because she's the one online talking all, um, telling all the business and whatnot. So I guess she feels, apparently she feels that it's our duty to go on tangents about priest and not instead of her, because she's the one on here cutting up a damn fool. Now priest is on here acting stupid and ignorant like her, then yeah, I might use priest as my fun punching bag. But in the meantime, in between time, she's my fun punching bag because, you know, she's on here regularly, um, you know, saying all kinds of weird shit. But anywho, I made some notes and I am going to discuss with you all some things, some inconsistencies, some ranting and raving she did today in her live about this phone call that she received. Um Not to mention, by the way, that this person that called her did not call her on her personal cell phone. It was a number that was on a flyer that she put out for the public to see. So, anywho, in her live, Soncerae compares herself to Beyonce. She says that if Beyonce had had the trolls that she has, and I guess she doesn't know how Beyonce does it. Beyonce, she doesn't respond to people and so on and so forth. She just doesn't know how Beyonce has all these haters and she doesn't say anything. Yet you got a handful of us on here roasting the shit out of you and you crying tattoo tears coming on here addressing us, hollering, yelling at the screen like a damn fool. And then she got her nerve to compare herself to a woman who has hundreds of millions of fans. She says, okay, so she says, oh, so I also wrote down the fact that after watching her for so many years, um, and noticing that she hasn't really reached any type of pinnacle of success on here. Meanwhile, the majority of the time she was rich. She was a rich bitch for for a good portion of the time that she's been on here. or in her early 20s for some reason, some kind of way in her early 20s she got rich. I guess she must have discovered oil or some shit. I don't fucking know. Or maybe they hit the lottery. Or was it Kathy's disability money that came in a lump sum that Soncerae counted as hers? You know how us kids are sometimes. Our parents get money and we think it belongs to us even when we grown. Ooh, child. So anyway, I said I wish I could have it's so late, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I can't sleep as usual. So I didn't have time to really sort this out like I wanted to. So I'll be a little all over the place. So I said she chose to take tons of okay, so when she talked about priests making for just in general, talking about priests and her being in a relationship, I just thought about how she says he was making $400 a week. So in my mind, I'm like, so when she was gallivanting around the DMV, taking pictures, you know, like they were so in love and they've been together oh so long. Meanwhile, she know this man make $400 a week. Did you or didn't you? Just like you found out he was married the next day you met him. So if you knew he made $400 a week, what would make you say skirt, skirt, skirt? Back it up and pull it out the driveway because I'm gone. But no, not you. So she calling him and her a power couple. She got a whole video on it, y'all. Check it out. If she don't delete it. She says, she references and talks about how she's aspiring to be a power couple, or that basically sounding like she was already there, almost there. Same way with Beyonce. How does Beyonce do it? I don't know how power couples, do it. She lives as if she talks as if she's really living her fantasy. She says, yeah, so she goes on the car to compare her and Priest to a power couple. And she talks about, how he was teachable I guess within the first couple of months. Bitch, you can't make no man aspire to be shit. And then at 40 years old, if he not already well on his way already without you, bitch, to being, something high achieving, then where the fuck did you think you was gonna come at and make him aspire to want to be something? Usually women can come along and that's your problem. You thought you was gonna be that woman to come along and inspire him. No, bitch. No. And not for nothing. Some people just don't have it in them to want to pursue certain things. And had you asked the right questions in the first damn place, you would have found that out damn near on day one, bitch. Hell, why you think I ain't got a man? I mean, I know why you ain't got a man. And I know why I ain't got a man. But a lot of the time, and I'm not saying I've run into some good dudes. Don't get me wrong. I've had some successful men in my life that have had careers. You know what I'm saying? It tends to be me running away, being scared, scared of commitment. Yes. Hello. I know it's more than just me. Scared of commitment and scared of, different things. So Um, but in the event that I ran into a man who, let's say, um, okay, so say it was Priest, he made $400. Like, I ask questions, bitch, which is something you clearly could not wait to do. Okay, so, um, I was gonna go into a whole story time. Let me think. Okay, let me just keep going for a minute here. Um, oh, somebody said in the comment section, STL comment section, Soncerae can't even afford her own Yahora t-shirt. That's why she be wearing them Goodwill sweaters. The two Goodwill sweaters she have on. She rotating them. Um So I says, yeah, I wrote that I'm still stuck on $400 a week. So when he brought that check home, what did he say? Like when you saw his $400 check, did that just make you want to jump his bones or something? Like, did you say, oh baby, ooh baby, ooh baby, I want to make love to you? Cause $400, bitch. Um, and not for nothing, a lot of y'all heifers, y'all so man hungry that y'all would rather have y'all man home than to be out hustling and working his ass off. Now, I will agree with Kevin Samuels, which I do a good portion of what he says. Now, he said one time he was saying, he just said this the other day, matter of fact, that a man should be working at least 60 hours a week. Basically, you really shouldn't have that much time on your hands for each other. Because I used to work 60 hours a week at times. I would rotate maybe 60 hours one week. And if I was really having, just a week, I just didn't want to, be bothered. I would just work my 40 hours. But a majority of the time, I worked anywhere from 50 to 60 hours a week. Um, and I was dating a guy that lived out of town who I would only see like once every 2 weeks, bitch. For one thing. And then, not to mention, I mean, hell, let's just say he lived here. He worked. Shit. Say he lived here. Say we lived in the same city, which was Ohio. Okay, say we both lived in Ohio. Now, I'm already working like I'm working. He working like he working. He coming up here to Buffalo. Um, roughly every 2 weeks or what have you. Um, for like 2 or 3 days at a time, shit. It would be really hard. Like, you really have to make time for each other. So all this time that y'all men be having, that be available between Liv and Jazz and Soncerae, y'all men was way too available for y'all bitches. A man should not be that available because he's too busy working and providing for his legacy. So let's see. And shit, if he only making $400 a week, nigga, you need a second job then. Which really gonna take time away from our situation. But at least I know you at work. So guess what? I'ma date you at work, bitch. Because guess what? When I was dating my son father, I already made a video about this. I had to go to work to see my man. Okay? Because he did security part-time, and I worked my job. And when I want to see him, a few times I had to go sit at that bar that he was doing security at, and don't play me because he had a gun. Okay, he wasn't in top flight security like Day Day and Next Friday without no damn gun. He had a registered gun. Um, and I literally had to I sat, order my food, would sit there, he come in and check on me. I'd be sitting there listening to the music, chilling. He'd be running back in and forth, sitting down talking to me or running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I had to see my man at work. Okay? Shit. And I ain't gonna tell you about the time that I had to go to work and have sex with my man. But that's none of your business. See, that's what happens when you're grown as hell and you're really working, okay? You got to go to the job and get you a quickie. So, says I said, he brought that check. So she mentioned how men were asking her to do extra shit on YouTube, like the bitches sticking the carrots and the cucumbers up their ass and going to the hospital and shit. I said, bitch, your ass gonna be out of a job in a minute because them motherfuckers gonna be like, bitch, if you can't do that shit, then I'm moving on to the next bitch that can. And one that look way better than your ass. Cause if you ain't gonna do it, there's another bitch that will. So she gonna lose a couple of customers like that. Besides the fact that OnlyFans changing their shit altogether. So what else? Let me see what else. I said, heck, I said they could get what they want from a much more attractive woman. So okay, so then she talks about holding priests accountable. I think I already discussed that at the beginning of this video. Girl, ain't nobody thinking about no damn priest accountable, bitch. That's your problem. That ain't got nothing to do with the masses. Hell, the men I know in my life, they take care of their kids for the most part. Shit. Um, and the ones that don't, I don't have the time nor the energy, and it ain't my business. It's unfortunate that partially it's true that we have a lot of absent fathers in our community, but there are a lot of them that are handling their business. So I'm not gonna sit up here and ain't nobody got time to be sitting up here making videos about priests being a deadbeat. That's what you want, bitch. You wish out of all your fans, ain't nan one of your fans, your 43,000 subscribers, ever came out. Well, one or two random simps in the past, 3 years now, have came out with a video talking shit about priests. Because that's what you really want, bitch. You want somebody to make video after video going in on priests. But since we go in on your ass, you just can't take it. But you gonna take it. You gonna take this L today. So somebody brought up how is priest who is broke supposed to parent a child on the other side of the country, basically. So she says she really didn't have an answer. She was talking about, well, I would do this and this and that. and go fly out or drive where he at to see my child. So you mean to tell me you took it upon yourself because you was broke before you got pregnant and didn't have a place to stay because you was trying to lay up with a man who made $400 a week. You want him to pick up and follow you to California, high ass California, so he could drive an Uber instead of you staying your ass where you was at, so that man could be a part of his child's life. Now, had you stayed in Atlanta and he decided he was gonna up and move, um, and not make provisions or visitation, for baby Justy, then yeah, it might have would have been a problem. I might have would have made a video up maybe about him, but you left Atlanta. Um, Should I hold you accountable for taking baby Justy and thinking a nigga has to pick up his life and leave and go to a whole nother state because of you? Shit. And I do believe you offered. I do believe that at the time when you had gave birth to Justy, that you might have had a few dollars to fly him out to California. I believe that. And why he chose not to come to see his son birth, you know, is probably the least he could have done. Um, and so no, he's not innocent by any means. But again, he's not on here. He paying his child support, bitch, and he has gone on with life. Um, and if he want to have kids, more kids, um, biologically, he will be able to do that. He could be 45 having his first kid. Meanwhile, us women is geriatric pregnancy at 35, bitch. So, um, from the sound of it, it don't sound like he ever wanted kids. He ain't had a kid. He wasn't worried about no kid. Then here you coming along. I want a baby. I want a baby. Let's have a baby. And his stupid ass talking about he want 3 and ain't had one yet. And he 40. Been with his wife for 18, 20 years. Shouldn't probably still ain't got nan kids. I think what he might end up doing is messing around and getting somebody pregnant when he about 45. If he not, if he remarry somebody, if he, remarry, he might remarry somebody and then start having kids at 45. Girl, but so, yeah, like I was saying, I do believe that you would have sent for him to come fly in to see Justy be born. But to expect him to relocate to California is insane and unfair. Um, so that's how I feel about that. You should have stayed your ass where he was, and then you would have just shit. So she said, okay, so where am I? Yeah, so she calling him unstable, but she only know him for less than 6 months. Got pregnant and dumped within 6 months. Okay, so So then she goes on to say Miss Millionaire talks about how she makes 75,000 a year, and then she looks down and she starts to do her lie laugh. I can believe you make $75,000 a year, which I mean, in California technically is um let's see, 75,000. Oh yeah, $75,000 there would probably be shit. 75,000 in California would probably be 500,000 anywhere else. Shit, bitch. So yeah, she got busted. And I'm glad I listened to this again because the first time I was just, you listen but you really not listening. So when she said she made $75,000 a year, I was like, "Whoop, that's it. The truth is coming out now. That bitch talk long enough, the truth start coming out." Um, so then she says, so she was going on talking about how she'd rather be a garbage man and a this and a that. Um, to make ends meet or whatever. And then somebody brought up the fact that she allegedly has a college education or engineering degree. But yet and still she's talking about, if I had to be a garbage man, if I had to be, I was a bus driver, I was a pooper scooper, I was a shit scooper for dogs, I was a um what else? I was a mechanic. I was a cashier. I was a this and I was a that. But yet and still, you got a college education and an engineering degree, and you're a writer and an author. So you could have wrote about 10 books by now, bitch. You've been on here 10 plus years. You could have wrote about 10 books based on love and relationships and got you a name off of that and hustled off of that, bitch. Like Derek Jackson. I tell you one thing, you talk your shit about him, but I bet you he made his money, bitch. Whether he was full of shit or not. You full of shit and you still and you still couldn't hustle hard. Hustle hard. At the boulevard. Hustle. Girl, you think somebody's supposed to follow your ass? They gonna follow your ass off a cliff. So the whole abortion thing versus absentee parent. I was gonna try to touch that, but you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. Cause that's just a whole can of worms. I ain't even trying to, I got my own personal feelings, so whatever. But instead of, planning and being responsible, like we should, like most adults should do. Sometimes we get knocked up when we're not planning and, we have abortions, whatever. Hey, okay, leave that alone. So she's telling people to use condoms, even though she don't use them, when she proudly announced that Priest had herpes, trying to shame him. But she ended up looking crazy. How you gonna blast somebody for having herpes, bitch, that you slept with? Oh my God. Like, girl, where did you come from? Oh my God. You need to get you a regular supply of Valtrex and stop going to the emergency room for medical care, bitch. Got Justy up in that ER instead of calling his damn doctor. The fuck? And why is Miss Kathy driving Uber Eats when she got the cancer? And you supposed to be rich. Girl. Then you talk about you got too much to do. I'm so busy and I have businesses. You sound like Phaedra off Atlanta Housewives. I got businesses. I got businesses. Yeah, so she can spend 50 minutes on YouTube yelling and screaming at a perfect stranger when she could be jogging her fat ass around a damn track somewhere in somebody's damn gym. You got a gym membership, bitch? Where is the gym membership? And then so another point I had to make was what is this? She worried. She talking about all I need you guys need to I don't I can't talk. I'm sorry, y'all. What's it, 3 o'clock now? I shouldn't even be up. This is sickening. Um, she goes on to talk about you guys should be posting me positive comments, positive comments. So I'm thinking, bitch, positive comments won't help you lose weight. You need to stop eating on the run and drinking less Red Bull and get you a gym membership. And you sit up here and talk about all these people in your family dying. See, I don't have and I'm not saying, I don't need to work on being healthy because I really do. And by the way, if anybody's interested, I'm drinking something called Ginger Soother, and it helps with numerous different things, a few different things like inflammation, which I have in my right knee. It is, if I sit too long, it's super stiff, like I got arthritis or some shit. So I'm going to be making an appointment so I can start doing therapy, because I heard that once you start doing therapy, if it's, like an early onset of just, simple arthritis, you can pretty much cure it out. And also the ginger soother, what did I say? It's got turmeric in it, which is for inflammation. So supposed to work. I don't know. But I've been drinking it in a couple of days. So I will give you another update. Hopefully if I can remember, because I got another bottle, a 22-ounce bottle that I'm gonna drink throughout the day. Uh the only problem is it's got pepper in it, so you could taste the pepper. But so I said that to say I personally don't have a history of health issues, at least on my mother's side. And I know that on my biological father's side, because my stepfather raised me, my mother's husband raised me. I would never call him stepfather. I only call him stepfather for the video. But my biological father, my grandmother just died a couple years ago at like 80 something. I don't know. I need to find out more information on my birth grandfather. I do have a biological aunt that 2 aunts that passed away. I'm not sure from what. My aunt that's a pastor, she's alive. She lost a son a couple years ago in his 40s from I'm not sure what. And she has a daughter with kidney issues. So my immediate family on his side that I know, because I have been in contact with some family members on my biological father's side, and I haven't heard of any cancer or any other, hypertension, diabetes, etc., etc. It's not to say that I can't get anything, especially if I don't take care of myself, but I don't have much of anything on either side of my family, thank God. So with that being said, I just need to do better, and I'm going to be doing better because I gotta get it together. But anyway, so I said that to say, because if you know that you got these issues on your side of the family, in your family, All these people done passed away, bitch, and you still, you know, um, stopping to get Chick-fil-A because you don't have time to cook a healthy meal. Obviously, bitch, you don't have time to cook a healthy meal, so you eat on the go on a regular, which is not healthy. And you ain't made not nan cooking video. So now you just can't do nothing in your house because you doxed yourself so many years ago that you think somebody gonna um be able to tell where you live based on your stove and your kitchen? Or is it because you in a motel that you just won't, obviously you won't admit to. But anyway, so you eating on the run, you drinking tons of Red Bulls, and here your family members dying left and right, and you claim your mother, you know, has cancer. And here you are sitting up here obese, probably 100 pounds overweight, and sitting up here talking about, I just want to help people relationships. Oh my God. I'm on here day and night, helping people, talking to men and women, helping them, you know, work on themselves and mind, health, and body and soul. But you are obese. I am obese. Bitch. It don't have nothing to do with how proportion you are. You're overweight, you're overweight. And you need to be trying to figure that shit out while you sitting up here talking about, I'm a counselor. I'm a life coach. But you ain't got you how you a life coach when you fat? You're fat. You don't need to be coaching nobody but yourself to that damn gym, bitch. Um um and you know what? While I'm on here, before I end this, because I'm about to end this, because for Kathy to get rid of that diabetes, all Kathy got to do is do some lifestyle changes, bitch. All Kathy got to do is change her lifestyle. So let's see what Kathy got to do to get rid of that diabetes. Hang on. Natural remedies for curing diabetes. Let's see here. What we got? So it says, although there is no cure for diabetes type 2, studies show it's possible for some people to reverse it through diet changes and weight loss. You may be able to reach and hold normal blood sugar levels without medication. This doesn't mean you're completely cured. Okay, that's fine. What is the best natural supplement for diabetes? Cinnamon, chromium, vitamin B1, alpha acid, whatever that is, ALA, bitter melon, green tea, magnesium. What is a natural alternative for substitute for insulin? Because you said she insulin dependent. Avocados, nuts like almonds, peanuts, or cashews, oils including olive, canola, or flaxseed oils, some types of fish such as herring, salmon, and sardines, sunflower, pumpkin, or sesame seeds. Bitch, get into it. Get into it. So anyway, all right, I'm ending this live because this don't make no sense. It's 3:30 in the morning, and it's been fun, y'all. And again, hit that like, share, subscribe. It makes me feel good. Don't you stop by here without giving me a finger. Give me the finger. All right, y'all. I'll see you soon. Peace.